What if the very thing you've been told is the best exercise after 70 is only giving you half the protection you think it is? Picture this. You head out for your daily walk. Same route, same pace, almost every day. You feel proud. You're doing what everyone says you should be doing. But then, one afternoon, you go to step up a curb or climb your front steps with a bag of groceries, and your knee buckles, or your balance slips, or your back grabs. No fall, thankfully, but something doesn't feel right, and a quiet thought appears. How can I walk this much and still feel this weak? If that sounds even a little familiar, you're not alone. Walking is good for your heart, your mind, your mood. But after 60, 70, and beyond, walking alone is like watering a plant and forgetting the sunlight and nutrients. Your body needs more than just steps. In this video from Senior Wellness, we're going to talk about why walking alone can leave you underprotected, the 5 types of movement your body quietly needs after 70, simple, joint-friendly ways to add each one into your week right at home. By the end, you'll have a clear roadmap not just to stay active, but to stay strong, balanced, pain-resistant, and independent for as long as possible. And before we dive in, I'd love to know who's here with me. If you're choosing to take smarter care of your body starting today, type a 9 inches the comments or share your name and age. I read every message. All right, let's start with the most misunderstood piece of the puzzle. Walking isn't the problem, it's what's missing. Most of us grew up with one main message: just walk every day and you'll be fine. And for a while, that's mostly true. Walking is amazing for your heart, lungs, blood sugar, and brain. But as you move into your late 60 seconds, 70 seconds, and beyond, something important begins to happen quietly. You lose muscle mass unless you specifically challenge it. Your balance system gets rusty unless you specifically train it. Your joints stiffen unless you specifically move them in different directions. Your posture slips unless you specifically wake up your core. Walking alone doesn't do those things very well. It's mostly the same forward motion, at the same intensity, using the same muscles in the same range. So if you've been walking faithfully, but you still struggle to get up from low chairs, hold the railing on stairs more than you'd like, feel your knees, hips, or ankles complain after too many steps, notice yourself leaning forward or shuffling, it's not that walking is bad, it's that your body is asking for a more complete kind of movement. Think of walking as the foundation. Now let's add the walls, roof, and support beams. We'll walk through 5 essential types of movement your body needs after 70 and how to start each one gently, even if you haven't exercised in years. 1. Strength, the shield that keeps your body from buckling. Let's start with the quiet hero, strength training, not bodybuilding, not throwing heavy weights around, just teaching your muscles. You still have a job, please stay. After 50, we naturally lose muscle if we don't challenge it. By 70, that can add up to a lot of lost strength, and it shows up in very ordinary ways. Pushing yourself out of a chair feels harder. Lifting grocery bags feels shaky. Stepping up onto a curb feels like a big effort. Walking doesn't challenge your muscles strongly enough to stop that slide. But simple strength work does, and it can work at any age. Here's a very safe place to start: the supported chair squat. You'll need a sturdy chair, preferably one that doesn't roll. Stand in front of the chair, with the back of your legs lightly touching the seat. Place your hands lightly on the counter in front of you, or on the back of another chair, for balance. Slowly push your hips back as if you're reaching for the chair, then bend your knees and lower yourself towards sitting. Just before you fully sit, pause for a moment. Press your feet into the floor and stand back up, gently squeezing your glutes, your butt muscles, as you rise. Start with 5-8 repetitions. Rest. Then repeat once more if you feel okay. This one move helps. Your thighs, for stairs and standing up. Your glutes, for walking and protecting your knees. Your core, for stability. You're not trying to go low. You're trying to go controlled. If this feels too hard, it's okay to sit all the way down each time, pause, then stand up using the chair and your legs together. Over time, you'll need your hands less and your legs more. You can also add wall push-ups for your upper body. Stand an arm's length from a wall. Place your palms on the wall at chest height. Bend your elbows and lean your body toward the wall, keeping your body in one straight line. Press back to standing. Again, 8-10 repetitions, 1-2 sets is plenty to start. These tiny, consistent signals tell your muscles, we still need you, please rebuild, and they listen whether you're 60, 80, or somewhere in between. 2. Balance, the skill that keeps you off the floor. Balance isn't a personality trait. You're not born clumsy or born steady. Balance is a trainable skill. And just like a language, if you don't use it, you lose it. Walking does help a bit, but mostly in a straight line with predictable steps. Real life is messier. Turning quickly when someone calls your name, stepping sideways around a coffee table, reaching for something on a high shelf, stepping off a curb that's a bit higher than you expected. If your balance system hasn't practiced those surprises, it's slower to respond. The good news? You can safely practice balance in under a minute a day. Try this countertop single leg stand. Stand next to a sturdy counter or heavy table. Place both hands lightly on the surface. Shift your weight into your left leg. Gently lift your right foot off the floor just an inch or two. Hold for up to 10 seconds, breathing calmly. Set your foot down. Switch legs. At first, keep both hands on the counter. As you get steadier, you can try using just one hand or even just a fingertip. Feel wobbly? That's not failure. That's training. Another great balance drill, heel to toe, walking along a counter. Imagine you're walking on a thin line. Place the heel of one foot right in front of the toes of the other. Slide your fingertips along the counter as you go. Just a few steps back and forth challenges your brain, joints, and inner ear to work together again. Balance practice doesn't need to be a workout. It can be 30-60 seconds sprinkled into your day while you wait for the kettle or during a TV commercial. Those seconds can mean the difference between catching yourself and a fall that changes everything. 3. Flexibility and mobility, because life happens in all directions. Walking mostly moves you forward, but life asks your body to twist, reach, bend, and turn. If you've ever noticed difficulty turning your head to look behind you while driving, stiffness when reaching into the back seat or high cabinets, tightness getting your shoes or socks on, that's your mobility talking. Stiff joints aren't always just age. They're often the result of moving in fewer directions than your body was designed for. The fix doesn't require yoga classes or long stretching routines. It just requires small, gentle signals that you still want your joints to travel. Try this seated spine and chest opener. Sit tall near the front of a sturdy chair, feet flat on the floor. Place your hands gently behind your head, elbows relaxed out to the sides. Inhale and gently lift your chest, not by arching hard, but by lengthening your spine. As you exhale, slowly rotate your upper body to the right, as if you're looking over your shoulder. Hold for one breath, then return to center. Repeat to the left. No forcing, no cranking, just gentle invitations. For your hips, try seated figure 4. Sit tall in a chair. Cross your right ankle over your left knee, if comfortable. Let your right knee relax downward. Breathe here for 20-30 seconds, then switch legs. If that's too much, you can simply slide one foot slightly forward and gently lean your chest toward your thigh, feeling a comfortable stretch again. No pain, no forcing. Tiny moments like these help. Keep your neck turning freely. Keep your hips from feeling stuck. Make everyday bending and reaching feel easier. You don't need to move far. You just need to keep moving gently in more than one direction. 4. Core and posture. The quiet foundation under everything. Here's something most people aren't told. You can walk thousands of steps a day and still have a weak core. Why? Because walking doesn't really ask your deep abdominal muscles to work very hard. Your body can cheat using your hips, lower back, and momentum. Over time, that shows up as a forward lean when you walk, more pressure in your lower back, feeling like it's hard to stand fully upright, feeling unstable when you turn or reach. Your core is like the trunk of a tree. If it's weak, the whole tree wobbles. But again, you don't need sit-ups or floor planks to change this. Here's a simple wall alignment drill. Stand with your back against a wall. Let your heels be 2-3 inches away from the wall, if needed. Try to gently bring your back of your head, shoulder blades, and the back of your pelvis toward the wall. Don't force anything. Just feel where you're touching and where you're not. Gently draw your belly button in as if someone is slowly tightening a belt around your waist. Take 5 slow breaths here. You're teaching your body. This is what tall and supported feels like. You can also do a countertop modified plank for core strength. Stand facing a counter. Place your forearms or palms on the edge. Walk your feet back until your body forms a straight line from head to heels, like a slanted board. Gently tighten your belly and your glutes. Hold for 10-20 seconds while breathing calmly. Step forward and rest. This is a senior-friendly way to plank without getting on the floor. These kinds of core practices help reduce back strain, improve breathing because your ribs and diaphragm move more freely, support your spine in every step you take, improve balance because your center is more awake. You might not see the difference in a mirror, but you'll feel it in how you stand, walk, and move through your day. 5. Joint-friendly cardio and variety. Move smarter, not just more. Finally, let's talk about something many seniors never hear. It's not always about doing more walking. It's about walking smarter and adding movement that supports your joints instead of wearing them down. If your knees swell or ache after long walks, if your ankles feel stiff, if your hips complain on hard pavement, that doesn't always mean give up. Often, it means balance things out. Your joints love variety and support. That means mixing walking with low-impact options, building the muscles around your joints so they're not taking all the load, choosing surfaces and distances that leave you feeling better, not worse. Some joint-friendly cardio options you can consider: walking in a pool or doing simple water aerobics, using a stationary or recumbent bike, gentle, chair-based cardio routines, slow, flowing practices like Tai Chi. You might keep 2-3 days of walking and replace 1-2 days with something softer on your joints. Even within walking, you can choose softer paths instead of hard concrete when possible, shorter, more frequent walks instead of one long march, supportive shoes, and a light warm-up before you step outside. Remember, your goal isn't to hit a magic step number. Your goal is to stay moving comfortably and consistently for as many years as you can. If walking leaves you limping or icing your knees every evening, your body isn't failing you. It's sending a message. I need support. I need variety. Please listen. Quick mid-video check-in and a favor. If you're still with me, it tells me you're serious about staying strong, steady, and independent not just this year, but for the next 10 or 20. So, 2 quick things. If you're getting value from this, please tap the subscribe button and turn on the little bell. That way, YouTube actually shows you future videos on senior strength, balance, and joint health instead of burying them. And if you know someone, a friend, sibling, neighbor who's walking every day but still struggling with pain or weakness, consider sharing this video with them. You might give them the missing piece they've been searching for. All right, let's tie everything together. Putting it all together, a simple weekly plan. This might sound like a lot: strength, balance, mobility, core, smart cardio, but you don't need a complex schedule. Here's one gentle way to begin. Most days, keep your walking, but choose a distance that leaves you feeling energized, not exhausted. 3 days a week, add 10-15 minutes of strength work, chair squats, wall push-ups, maybe light weights or bands, if you have them. Daily, sprinkle in 30-60 seconds of balance practice at the counter. 3-4 days a week. Do a few mobility moves, neck turns, spine twists, hip stretches during TV or before bed. Most days, stand at the wall or counter and do one small core drill, wall alignment, or a short modified plank. It doesn't have to be perfect. You don't need to hit every category every day. Think of your week as a garden. You're not flooding it. You're tending it small, regular doses of care. It's never too late and you're not asking for too much. If you take nothing else from this video, please take this. Wanting to get up from a chair without pushing with your hands. Walk outside without being afraid of falling. Climb a set of stairs without feeling wiped. Keep living in your own home as long as possible. Is not asking for too much. It's not unrealistic. And it's not just about luck. It's about giving your body the right signals. I still need strength. I still need balance. I still need flexibility. I still want to stand tall. I want to move smarter, not just more. Walking is a beautiful part of that, but it's not the whole story. You don't have to stop walking. You simply have to stop believing that steps alone are enough. Start where you are. Maybe today you add 5 chair squats. Tomorrow you try a 10-second single leg stand at the counter. The next day you gently twist your spine while watching TV. Tiny steps, big direction. Your turn. Now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these 5 areas are you going to focus on first? Strength, balance, flexibility and mobility, core and posture, joint-friendly variety. Type it in the comments. I'm starting with Your answer might be exactly what someone else needs to see to finally begin. If this video helped you, please type 9 below. If it missed the mark for you, type 0 and tell me what you'd like me to cover differently next time. Your feedback honestly shapes the videos we make. Thank you for being here. Thank you for caring enough about your body to listen, learn, and maybe change a few things. You're not too old. You're not too late. You are right on time to start moving smarter. Let's keep walking, yes. But let's also keep lifting, balancing, stretching, standing tall, and choosing movements that protect the life you still want to live. We'll do it together, one smart step at a time.